Assalamu alaikum.
Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullah.
So, Sheikh, the other day I was on social media, and obviously I'm very careful taking Islamic knowledge from there, knowing all the ridiculous things you could find on there. I came across this gentleman who said that although the majority of scholars hold that hellfire will be eternal and that the fire will not stop, he mentioned that there was a minority of scholars that held that that the fire will come to an end. He mentioned one scholar that lived 700 years ago, if it's okay for me to say his name.
You're talking Ibn Taymiyyah, may Allah have mercy on his soul. And he had this opinion in some of his writings. And I apologize for interrupting you, Hakeem, because I know where you're heading. So why beat around the bush? So there is a small, beautiful book by Sheikh Al-Albani, if I recall correctly, and he refutes his claims, and he talks about Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah backing off this opinion of his. So it was at a certain stage of his life thinking that there will come a time that hell would be empty, based on a hadith which are not authentic. But he believed at the time they were. Then he backed off this opinion and he went with the vast majority of Muslim scholars, which is almost the consensus. It is the consensus of all Muslim scholars from Ahl Sunnah wal Jama'ah. And he went back in line, proving that it will never be emptied and the hellfire punishment is for eternity forever. Voluntary prayer that is highly recommended. Before Zuhr, we are ordered to pray 4 Rak'ahs. She says, according to the Hanafi madhab, which is the dominant school of thought in Pakistan and Bangladesh, we were told to pray 4 Rak'ahs. Like Zuhr, like Asr. But now I come to know that the Sunnah is to pray 2 Rak'ahs, offer Salam, then pray 2 Rak'ahs. So what should I do? This is the verdict of the majority, that you split them with Salam. And this is the safest opinion. However, Shaykh Al-Albani has authenticated a hadith that makes it 4 with 1 Salam at the end. So I personally am inclined to go with the majority. Why? Because even if you pray 2 Rak'ahs, offer Salam, 2 Rak'ahs, offer Salam, the Hanafi school, the scholars of the Hanafi school would not say you have done wrong and your prayer is invalid. But if you do the opposite, if you pray 4 Rak'ahs with 1 Salam, the majority of scholars would say what you have done is wrong and you should not do that.